25 years ago, a short, chubby Italian-American plumber called Mario started an entertainment revolution. What Nintendo's Super Mario began then has become an industry now bigger than Hollywood. It's worth billions, and the latest technology is light years beyond anything seen before. But divvying up the spoils has led to a ferocious global fight. Here's Ross Coulthart.
Stand by and recording and cue.
Years ago, I came here to study Japanese ways and culture. But Kyoto and the world were about to change.
The fascinating thing about this beautiful and very traditional Japanese city is that at the same time, it was also producing an artistic genius whose creation took the world by storm.
The guy just gets it, man. I mean, he's always been the forefront of the industry.
25 years ago, Shigeru Miyamoto created a little plumber called Mario. In a quarter of a century, Mario has sold 250 million games.
I am trying to make games that make people happy.
Mario ignited the world's fascination with gaming.
Should we jump? Let's jump. 1, 2, 3, jump!
As the decades sped by, video games grew from a niche market to a global industry. Mario launched Japan's dominance. In fact, he's the best-known game character on Earth.
Everybody likes to have fun. Everybody likes to relate to a character who's full of joy and love and happiness and sense of adventure. Thank you very much. These are the greatest characters that have ever been made. It's Mario, the incredible everyman plumber. It's almost Shakespearean in a way. You know, you have an everyman plumber who falls in love with a princess and spends his life in adventure rescuing her.
But where Japan was the pioneer, it now lags behind the pack. Better, smarter, interactive technology from Western rivals has seen the Japanese lose their once dominant hold on the virtual world. In a Tokyo backstreet is a small club where game creators talk shop.
Why are their games declining in sales overseas, particularly in America?
Japanese games?
Yeah.
The Japanese tend to like much kind of more handheld situations. They like to be walked through with something almost like a Disney ride where you start at the beginning and you sort of go through it to the end. You don't have to make a lot of hard decisions.
Jake Kasdal has worked for both the big Japanese and American game companies.
Where the American games these days, and not just American, but I'm saying Western games in general, real decision-making and real moral quandaries and, these big, wide, open worlds to explore. It's a totally different formula.
The formula now is a cutting-edge mix combining sci-fi, hi-fi, home entertainment, interactivity and active, not passive play. This is Kinect, the Xbox controller that Microsoft claims will revolutionise not just games, but the computer world.
The video game industry around the world is about $70 billion. And in Australia alone, that's $2 billion. That makes it bigger than the movie business, bigger than the DVD business or the music business.
So there's a lot at stake.
A lot at stake. Anything that you can imagine doing with your body and any application you can imagine doing with your voice, you've now got a device that could potentially deliver that experience to you. And from that point of view, the possibilities are endless.
Whoa. The days of, the video gamer being this, weirdo in the closet by himself, they're over. Social gaming is huge. Middle-aged mothers are playing video games. It's going to be the world's biggest entertainment.
But don't expect the Japanese or Mario to give up easily. Soon, Nintendo will release its handheld 3DS, making Mario and other games or movies three-dimensional. And that will surely make Mario's most devoted fan beside himself with excitement.
And if you wanted proof about the popularity of video games, consider this. When Call of Duty Black Ops was released earlier this month, a staggering 5.6 million copies were sold for $360 million in just one day.
Unbelievable.
That's much more than any movie on any opening weekend.